Mr. Minister, Mr. Mayor, Excellence, Madame Royale, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, amigos y amigas, muy buena noche a todos. I would like to thank you, dear President Nilo, for this, not only for your kind words and for your tribute, but for this presentation, and I'm deeply touched by this gesture. I'd also like to thank you for recalling the deep friendship which unites both of our countries despite the distance and the oceans that separate us. This friendship, which is evident from the extraordinary welcome that I have received since my arrival here in Chile, is written in the soul of our countries and our peoples, since it is based on shared principles, values, and goals. These principles and goals motivate the actions taken by the Chilean government, particularly under your authority, Mr. Minister, and make it exemplary in many respects. In the same way, they also motivate the actions taken by my government. These principles and goals guide the activities of the Recyclápolis Foundation, just as they guide the activities of my foundation. And these same principles and goals run deep throughout Chilean society, as we can see from the numerous prizes which will be awarded this evening. Since we are gathered here to honor those who uphold and embody these shared values, I'd like to try and set them out briefly and to share with you the concerns which haunt me and the hopes which drive me. My concerns are unfortunately very simple. They derive, of course, from daily observations of the imbalances which impact our world. Of course, the issues of climate change, pollution, damage caused to different ecosystems, extinction of plants and animal species, and so on. But even more importantly, they are rooted in the cause which is common to all these ills, and it is to ourselves that we must look to find that cause. It is the unreasonable appetite of mankind, combined with the new power that technology has given over many decades now. As Pablo Neruda once wrote so beautifully, the earth made man its punishment. Man, and I think it is reasonable to say man alone, is the cause of all our earth's troubles. It is man that is exterminating different species, destroying forests, pillaging the seabed, exhausting the land, emptying our seas, and burning hydrocarbons with the consequences that we are now aware of. And I could go on with many examples. So it is us, for it is impossible to absolve ourselves from our responsibility. First and foremost, the result of a certain type of development. And we must proclaim this responsibility, particularly to those, and there are unfortunately still too many of them, who would prefer reassurance to make us doubt of this sad reality. This observation is also, I believe, our main source of hope. For if man is guilty, then it is also man that can rectify these tragedies, at least while there is still time. Although too many species have already disappeared, although some of the consequences of climate change already appear to be unavoidable, we are still living in an era where it is possible to turn things around. We are even at a very specific, indeed unique point in our history where we have both an understanding of the dangers and the necessary means to avoid them. We owe our understanding of the dangers to the scientists who, year after year, as a result of lengthy efforts, complex investigations, and careful studies, warn us and enlighten us. They also provide us with the indisputable universal foundations which alone enable joint action. Their work is invaluable, and we should pay tribute to them, listen to them, and above all, support them. This is what I do through my foundation, as you've seen a small example through the film that we just saw, which is a proud partner with numerous first-rate scientific institutions throughout the world. This is what I do in Monaco, where we are cultivating a tradition of providing support to the scientific community, particularly through the Monaco Scientific Center and by hosting many scientific events and international laboratories, such as the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency laboratory, that was established in Monaco many decades ago to study marine environment.